with battle lines clearly drawn between Lothian and Lue and swords crossed, and no side seems willing to back down, the controversy seems to just be spiraling out of control.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, the channel of undiluted sports content. We're asking you to please subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section below, and tell a friend to come and join the Sports DTM family now. Now, the current power struggle at the Jamaica Table Tennis Association has been, to say the least, disturbing. For a sport that has struggled to win over the interests of Jamaicans, the never-ending bickering and fighting has only added salt to the wound that frankly is in need of a life-saving surgery. What do we know about this saga that has now been dragging on for 2 years? It began in February 2019 when the association met and voted on the amendments to the Constitution. Top among those amendments were 1. The president to now receive a salary, 2. More power to the executive, and 3. A change of the association name from Jamaica Table Tennis Association to Table Tennis Jamaica. The challengers also claimed that several affiliates were added to the voters list overnight. Shortly thereafter, the Jamaica Table Tennis Association Managing Council was dissolved and elections were held. In that election, incumbent Godfrey Lothian, who had been the sitting president since 2013, was declared the winner. Opposing factions questioned the legitimacy of the victory, and the matter ended up in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court later ruled that the election was null and void, as well as the constitutional changes that had been implemented by Lothian and his team. The Supreme Court then referred the matter to the Dispute Resolution Foundation for mediation, and it has been there since, with no indication of a resolution in sight. The opposing Friends of Tennis faction, led by presidential hopeful Andrew Lue, claimed there really is no elected head of the association, as Lothian's tenure had expired and the managing council dissolved before the election in 2019, and that election was ruled null and void by the Supreme Court. But Lothians claimed that the ruling reverted management to the administration before the said election and renaming of the association, and at that time he was the president. Lothian is also being accused of not providing audited financial statements, which is a constitutional requirement. Lothian conceded in an Observer interview in March 2020 that when he took office, audited financial statements were not done, but annual reports were presented and it was not a problem. With battle lines clearly drawn between Lothian and Lue and swords crossed, and no side seems willing to back down, the controversy seems to just be spiraling out of control. Elections are constitutionally due this year, but in December last year, there was more drama when Lothians at the last minute refused to sign off on delegates list until the Jamaica Defence Force was removed. According to Lothian's team, an unauthorized civilian had paid the affiliate fee for the army team, and this breached registration protocol. According to Lue's team, it is a common practice for members to ask other affiliates to pay membership fee on their behalf, and it has never been a problem. According to the JDF, in response to questions from the Dispute Resolution Foundation, no one has been authorized to act on their behalf, although they did declare that they intend to maintain their membership and pay any fees that are due. And then fans, in a recent news broadcast, both Lothians and Lue called executive meetings for the same date and same time but at different location. Lue's objective was to gain a vote of no confidence for the sitting president, and the sitting president's objective was to gain a vote of confidence to remain in power. This is just crazy. We at Sports DTM believe that this utter madness needs to stop immediately. It is unacceptable that after 2 years there has still been no duly elected National Association head. And despite intervention, the matter seems to be getting progressively worse. The only result that has come from the months of mediation is a gag order forbidding both factions from speaking about the matter publicly. While personalities hold hard hands and frolic in the mud of political pride, a sport is on the verge of dying. Sponsors are surely turned off by the impasse, and this can only result in more financial bleeding. No sponsors lead to no resources and competitions, and no resources and competitions lead to suffering players and coaches. Jamaica Table Tennis ranking regionally has been declining, and unless a solution to this stalemate is reached quickly, it runs the risk of becoming obsolete. No sports DTM fans. This is another local association frolicking while the sport they claim they love so much is slowly perishing. We want to hear your comments, so just leave your comment in the comment section below. Please remember to subscribe and to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come and join the Sports DTM family now. Until then, be blessed.